Hello students, welcome back. This is your Joy sir. In last class, we have studied about chapter 15, our environment. Most of the portion we have completed. So today we are going to complete the rest of the chapter. Only few topics are left, right? And just to have a clear recall of what we have studied so far, students, we have studied the definition of our environment, ecosystem, biotic, food chain, food web, herbivore, carnivores and omnivores, their definitions and examples. Even we have drawn the diagram how the food chain and food web is seen, because these two topics are very important for exam point of view. So students, so today the topic that we are going to study is ozone. But before I start, just to have a recall of our previous classes. This was the food chain, 3-link, 4-link and 5-link food chains, and how the food web, the interconnection of different food chains, it's called food web, right? So today we are going to discuss about ozone. What is ozone actually? Students, ozone is actually formed by 3 atoms of oxygen, that is O3, you know it. And always in exam, from this topic question comes like, what is ozone layer? What are the causes of depletion of ozone layer? What do you mean by ozone hole? So students, ozone, as I told you, it is a molecule of oxygen where 3 atoms are there. And if I consider what is ozone layer, then let me tell you one thing. Our earth is surrounded by one protective layer, a deep layer in our stratosphere. We have different layers of air or earth, we say, atmospheric layers. In stratospheres, we have one layer that is called ozone layer. It is also known as a protective blanket because our earth gets protected from the deadly or harmful UV rays through this ozone layer only. And from where these UV rays are coming? From the sun, right? So if this layer get disrupted, then we'll have lots of problems in our environment, and it can also affect our all the ecosystems. So here you have to understand one more thing, the depletion of ozone layer. Actually, depletion of ozone layer is that the wearing out or reduction of amount of ozone in the stratosphere. That means the protective layer or the ozone layer that I am talking about, it is becoming thin. It has become thinner, I must say, day by day, due to various human activities which causing actually the pollutions, and the most important cause is that here in ozone, the accumulation of CFC is being done. CFC is a pollutant, chlorofluorocarbon, which actually wearing out or causing the disruption of the ozone layer. So when the CFC get into the stratosphere, this depletions of ozone layer happens, and this depletion of ozone layer is also causes ozone hole. Got it? Ozone hole is a depletion is caused by the destruction of ozone by CFCs are called the ozone holes. So how ozone layer depletion can affect animals and plants? So as you know that we have already discussed the ozone layer, how the ozone layer get it get wear out, or what do you call disruptions, or what we can say that depletions happens. So what would happen if that depletions occurs? It affects directly to animals and plants, right? And severe consequences happens to human beings, and that leads to skin cancer also. Why it is happening? Because when ozone hole happens, that directly the UV rays coming into the earth surface, and that affecting our skin, and that causes the skin cancer. It also hampers other animals and plants also, and also cause serious damage to the plant, agricultural crops, and disrupting the whole natural ecosystems. Student, one more topic which is also very important, it is repeatedly coming to the exams, board exams. What do you mean by biomagnification or biological magnification? Biomagnification or biological magnification is can be defined as, or can be termed as, increase in concentration of the pollutants or toxic substances in the successive tropical levels of food chain in ecosystem. That means if I consider a plant then that plant in a food chain, what happens? It's unidirectional. We know that food chain is unidirectional. By plant is eaten by some insect, any insect. At that insect is eaten by, suppose, hen or duck, and then a higher trophic level animal such as human also eat the fleshes or meat of hen or duck. So as we know that for better agricultural production, farmers or agriculturists use fertilizer such as DDT, which is also a toxic substance. So what happens? From the soil or direct spray of such fertilizers, these plants grows well, and these plants, when the insect eat for their food, that also get into that insect. Later, when that hen eat those insects, the toxic substances that came from the plants to that insect also get into the hen. And the non-vegetarians especially, when they eat duck or hen, it also comes to the body of human being through this food chain. It's a natural phenomenon, but due to this unidirectional supply of source of food, the toxic substance also get transferred from one trophic level to higher trophic level of animals. So what happens after some time, the concentration of pollutants or toxic substances get increased in the body, and that causes severe effects. And that phenomena, that transfer of toxic substances from one trophic level to higher trophic level through the food chain in the ecosystem, is called biomagnification or biological magnification. Right? So, what are the effects? I'll tell you now. Due to the biomagnifications, it causes cancer, liver and kidney failure sometimes. It also affects liver and kidney. It also causes respiratory disorder, birth defect in pregnant women, brain damage, heart disease as a result of mercury, cadmium, lead, cobalt, chromium and other chemical poisoning. Student, through this picture you can understand very easily is that from this you can say insect or decomposed thing, when a small fish eat those things as a food, that get into the small fish, and when a big fish eat that small fish, that concentration of toxic substance also get transferred to that fish. And when we the fisherman or a human being catch the fishes and have it, that concentration of toxic element or pollutant also get into the human body. So this is how the transfer of that substance happens, toxic substance happen in a food chain, and that phenomenon is called biomagnification or biological magnification, and it causes serious damage to our body. Right? Now we have two more topics that you have to learn. I have given the definitions. One is biodegradable materials and one more is non-biodegradable materials. Biodegradable. Degradable means which can be decomposed, biologically decomposed. The material which can be decomposed by any microorganisms and thereby avoiding pollutions. That types of materials are called biodegradable. Biodegradables are dead decay plants of plants and animals, even the cloth, cotton cloths and all, these are also biodegradables. But what is non-biodegradable? Non-biodegradable, the term itself defines non-biodegradable. Biodegradable means which get decomposed biologically. Here it is non means no, it is not possible. So it can be defined as the substance which cannot be decomposed by any natural organisms, right? And due to this, it spreads or it causes pollution to the environment. The example is plastic, right? Okay. So here in this picture you can easily understand what is biodegradable, what is non-biodegradable, right? Even from the municipality corporations or council, every houses we have we got 2 buckets where they ask to collect the plastics in one bucket, and other trash box they ask to deposit or accumulate the peel of vegetables and fruits. So now you can understood what the reason they are saying so, and what is biodegradable and what is non-biodegradable. Got it, students? So homework for today is you have to define ozone layer, you have to define biomagnification, non-biodegradable, biodegradable. You have to write the causes of ozone depletion. What are the reason behind to cause the depletion of ozone layer? And you have to give 5 examples of each non-biodegradable substances and biodegradable substances, right? Okay. So thank you so much, students. Stay home, stay blessed and safe. And let me tell you one thing, during this lockdown period, request your parents not to go outside without any important reasons, right? And if you have any queries or any questions, you can also ask me in our group, WhatsApp group, where 42 students are there. And also you can visit to my website manthan.in. Fine. So I believe you have understood the topic. So take care of yourself. Till then, thank you and God bless you.